Good morning, good morning. It is Ros here, Ros Boundy, psychic medium, doing the Daily LENORMAND card spread readings. The spread, whoops, the explanation of it. I forgot to turn the volume down on the iPad. This is streaming to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, the mytimetv.live, on Facebook, and also to Body Soul app via the RTMP. So it's a little involved now. So we have Sarah here this morning. Good morning, Sarah. Beautiful Christmas Eve. And Rena, happy Christmas Eve to you as well, Rena. Christmas Eve day, yes. Christmas Eve is later tonight, really, sort of, I suppose. And Cromie, good morning to you. Happy Christmas Eve to everybody. So good morning to Keza. Oh, you're driving this morning. Drive safely. And to Diane, I hope I have a great day. I expect to. Just nice, slow, finish planning, that sort of thing, like most people do on Christmas Eve, I suppose, because you're in the world and the world spaces and places that celebrate Christmas. So good morning, Veronica, and good morning to you, Marianne. Absolutely a Merry Christmas. And to those who will be watching the replay and to those who are on the Body Soul app. I haven't got anyone on the chat yet, but most members in there, most people who use it, I will put a link somewhere for it at some point when I find out how to. Some of it I'm still learning, so that you can join in on an alternative, well, and a complementary social media style of platform. And it's fun. Now, I'm going to ask you to tune into your psychic senses, your intuition, as I move into showing you the cards and the spreads this morning. Very nice spread, very interesting. We've got the feminine very present. And thank you, Diane, for liking the stream. It's lovely to see that little pop-up happening. I'm still not quite sure how I set that up. I know it's there. I can probably turn it off. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll leave it there anyway. So here we go with the first card that I'm going to share with you. Good morning, Michelle. I don't think I had you there. Yes, yes, you made it. Good morning. Yes, I hadn't put you up before either. And here's Stephen. So good morning to you as well. Annual Eve, definitely. There's so many traditions and ways of expressing our Christmas or holiday celebrations, isn't there? Here we have our card, which is being unique is better than being perfect. And of course, here we've got a unique camera that doesn't like to focus all the time, but isn't that perfect? I love the owls, and that is so superbly perfect. Beautiful card. And from our Inner Soul Guidance deck that I'm using here for this one, we've got the Wheat card. And that is about it's time to plant the seeds for your growth. Sow the seeds you wish to reap and you'll gain from the harvest. Now, for here in our country, like South Australia, there's a lot of farmers who have just finished or completed their harvest. Some may not have done it yet, but it is that time of reaping our harvest, collecting in and gathering in that which we've already done the work for. Now, this then begins the cycle again of planting those seeds, having that intention and knowing what we're wanting to move into in our personal level, as well as what is the physical with the wheat. And I just love that gorgeous little heart there. It almost looks like a smiley face in the middle as well. Now, what we've got as our cards this morning is the birds in the home space. We've got the mask as our workspace. We've got the ring in the unexpected, the older woman as our role, and the younger woman as that central pivot and outcome. So it's almost, it is a very strong sense of the feminine in the energies today. So just tap into that more feminine side of what you're doing throughout your day as well. Allow that to come forward. With the birds in our home space, it is that communication. So I think probably with the way that a lot of us would be preparing and getting ready for tomorrow, or you may be having your early Christmas lunch today or anything like that. It is about communication. Communication is one of the most important things that we can share with each other. It's about the listening to what others are saying and sharing with us, and it's about us sharing with others what we would like to say and being heard as well. It's an interactive function of how we communicate. It can be just body language. It can be the way we behave. It doesn't have to be just in speech, although this is a little more emphasis on the words that we use with each other, and that we're not just gossiping or trying to pull people down. It's actually building each other up and encouraging and being in community together. And that does start from our home. So that's what I'm getting with that energy today. As we're moving into our workspace as well, for those of us that are working still through what are holidays or in any situation, there is always something in mind when you work for yourself. You're always thinking forward of what's next in the business realm. And sometimes, I suppose as employee, in that employee function, that it's a little easier to just drop the mask at work, to put up the mask at work, do your work, go home and drop it and be who you are in the real sense of being you authentically. But the mask, it is, and it can be about protection and, not showing your full vulnerability, or it's just putting on that different, instead of a different hat for the different task. It could be the different mask for what you're portraying at that particular instance in your workspace and place. And there's so many different hats or masks or facets of what business is when you're working for yourself or running a business full on with employees. I'm a solopreneur. So that's why the Body Soul app and that framework of running a business is so attractive to me in the way that runs. It could be that you're running a big corporation as an owner, or you could be part of that level of involvement in the work sense as far as an employee goes. From the I won't say lowest to the highest, but from the more hands-on part of it to the management side of it, in whatever way that you're using, having a mask there for, or a different hat, that you do it to the best of your ability. When you're needing to have the sunshine or the moon glow or whatever it is that your task is, do it to the best that you can, even when it is having that frontage there as a bit of a protection. I mean, we know what the masks are like at the moment, and having, I think most of the states here in Australia are putting up restrictions again because of what we know of as the the virusy thing, and whichever name it's called by, it doesn't matter. Bringing due diligence and care to your work, okay? And using it wisely, okay? Now, with the unexpected, what we've got there is the ring. Popping in at any time can be that decision to commit to, because for me, it's feeling like the ring is that commitment. So do it with diligence, awareness, that you're taking note at the time that energy pops up, that it feels like it is that commitment. It's vowing to do, promising to do, and making sure that you complete that cycle in what you're promising to do. I suppose it's very easy to make promises at this time of year, especially on New Year's Eve being the biggie, but even as far as it being New Year's, Christmas Eve, here's me getting confused. Too much to think about, isn't it? So have that awareness around when that pops in, that you're not just being too liberal with how you are making those commitments, that you are diligent in the promises. I think that's what it's telling me. Okay. And, oh, good morning, Shaz. Good morning. Just having you pop in now. You slept in, did you? Or out doing watering like I have. I've got the hoses going already. That's what you get for waking up at 5:30. Anyway, here we go with the older woman in our role. So it really is bringing that feminine energy in that wise way. I do frequently mention the maiden mother crone. And yes, I'm definitely at that more crone years, or, so it is bringing in what I would hope by this time of my life is more wisdom, and that I have actually gained some. I suppose still there is that childlikeness that likes to play and thinks, no, I haven't even grown up yet. But it's just living life with that knowing and bringing that knowing into the foreground as what is your wisdom and what you've experienced as that sage energy. That is, as you can see, that looking out through the window, and you can just sense that wise aura about this woman. So, and you are watering. Yeah, I thought you would be. So, and as we move that into our outcome and what we're actually pivoting around, it is the younger energy. So it is that combination of what is the feminine. And when you really think of it, I know some men do wear rings, but the ring tends to be more the realm of the feminine, of the female, of wearing the bling and the jewelry and that sort of thing. Not so much like that anymore these days, as far as the definition of that's only for the women, but it certainly is encouraging me to feel that, I'm feeling that feminine and that beauty and the I'm almost seeing a crown there as if it is like a queendom, as it's like a goddess, as it's like, bring out that feminine, that beautiful, soft, loving, gentle energy, the more nurturing. And as this one, the younger woman is looking towards the home base more so. So I think the emphasis is more on that, but it's still being in this line of what is the home and the that pivot, but the row of the home and the work row. So, it really is bringing out that is the compassionate, and I'm just feeling a big thank you for this. So pass on your thank yous to people. I think this time of year definitely tends to be more when we do feel that gratitude for, wow, what a ride we've had this year, and thank you each and every one of you for your part in it, so that, with the Christmas and a lot of people going on holidays until the new year, they're saying their thank yous and gratefulness for the part that you've played. And all of that, the Merry Christmases, the Happy Holidays, that gifting of our thanks to others and acknowledgement. So I'm really feeling that in this spread of cards today. So step into your gratefulness of what is and has been a really interesting year as the follow on from last year. And yeah, the last couple of years has been a hell of a ride. I wouldn't say it's been hell. For some, yes, but for others, no. Look, there's just so many different aspects of being alive, isn't there? I just consider each and every day an adventure, because we don't know what we're going to be gifted with for tomorrow. That present, being present is the present, and moving it forward into our tomorrows, just in the anticipation and the excitement and adventure and loving life. So I am going to leave it there, because we are coming to a close of the year. Tomorrow it's likely I won't be doing the daily card spread. It just depends how I feel in the morning. You might be surprised by having a spread or not. Just don't count on it. I think most people are just going to be so busy in doing what you're going to be moving into for your Christmas day tomorrow, or just whatever celebrations or work or otherwise that you're going to do. It's not going to be the same for everyone, is it? It's the excitement of it, isn't it? And And Rena, yeah, you literally just pulled the Queen in a Strength Oracle card. Absolutely. We are, aren't we? Beautiful, beautiful royalty from inside to the out. And they are beautiful cards, Michelle, as always. So for each and every one of you, a wonderful Christmas and a lovely row of emojis there. Love it. So in whatever way I might be present tomorrow here or not, who knows? And I have no idea what the week in between here and New Year will be, whether I'm going to be able to or not. Depends on reception at the other end. I will be up at the shack, so it'll be fully mobile. So I absolutely have no idea what's going to be happening as far as that goes. So I look forward to being the surprise. So maybe I'll still continue the daily, or it may not. Who knows? Just depends, doesn't it? Technology is wonderful, but some areas it's just doesn't work. So we'll see. We'll see again. And thank you from Sarah for sharing out my gift. Oh, look, it's absolute pleasure. I love doing this, as you all know. And there we go. We've got another thank you from Veronica for the beautiful card this morning. A Merry Christmas to everyone. And myself, I thank you as well from me, my heart to yours. I thank you. And always thoroughly enjoy your morning readings. Wishing me a Merry Christmas and everyone else I know. Yes. And from Grommy, have a wonderful Christmas and thank you for the cards for us. And they will continue. It's enjoy the time away and see you in the new year. It's likely it may be that. I just don't know. I'm hoping to get out in the boat this time. Weather hasn't been conducive to it the last few times. But anyway, love the fishing. Just being in a boat. I love it. And have a great day tomorrow. Thank you, Stephen, and to each and every one of you. From what started as just a 30-day, I think it was a 7-day challenge that moved into a 30-day challenge to do something every day. It's grown into very, very nearly 3 years of daily card spreads when I can do. There's been a few occasions where I haven't, as this may be for the next week. Who knows? I'm just so looking forward to being part of your life again in the new year, at least. I don't know yet whether I'll be on tonight as the usual Friday intuitive chat. I know that Leanne's not able to join me, so I just don't know. It depends how busy I get with doing last-minute things. I don't know. So there's the surprise. Thank you so much for the blessing that you've given me, and just keep being the best you that you can be, and we'll see you at least in the new year. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed holidays. If you celebrate it as Christmas, Merry Christmas. If it's some other form of celebration, have a wonderful time in that celebrating with family, with friends, with those who you love. And we'll see you sometime in the future. Namaste.